Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Nidipum Potichai. I am third-year student from Department of Computer Engineering at Srinagarh University. Today I'm excited to present Refract, my capstone project for CPE 311 Artificial Intelligence Laboratory. Refract is a native macOS application that helps developers master data structure and algorithm through visual animation, AI mentorship, and interactive problem solving. Think of it as having a personal tutor available 24/7 right on your Mac. This project supervised by assistant professors Vacharachai Viriya Sutivo. Learning data structure and algorithm is a fundamental skill for every developer, but is often taught through static textbooks, dry videos, or interview-focused drill and kill. You might forget how a B3 works during a project, or need a quick refresh on Dijkstra algorithms before code review. Existing to either over-index or interview prep show you the result without explaining or thinking. Or you problem without personalized guidance. Refract solve this by combining AI mentorship, step-by-step visualization, and hands-on practice into one privacy-first app. So you can genuinely understand and retain algorithm knowledge, not just memorize it for interviews. Our goal is to make data structure and algorithm mastery accessible and deeply understood by every developers. Refract provide 24/7 AI mentorship, obviously. Free user get Qwen3 wide syllabus and Grok Cloud. Pro user get Gemini 3 Flash, and Ultimate user get Gemini 3.1 Pro. The app features 3 highlights, which including visualization for watching algorithm execute step by step on actual data structures. Big O for time and space complexity analysis with step-by-step timeline playback, and DIVE for generating structures comprehensive study note on any topic. Everything is privacy first. Your data stay yours. System architecture. So Refract has 3 main layers. The Swift client handle all UI with Apple new liquid glass design on macOS 26, storing data locally with Swift data, and sync via CloudKit. All native by Apple. The AI run use Qwen3 wide syllabus and Grok Cloud for free users, Gemini 3 Flash for pro user, and Gemini 3.1 Pro for ultimate users. As a token is so expensive these days. The backend used Google ADK with Docker for agent orchestration as of this time of this development, but I'm going to deploy it onto the Google Firebase file store when it's ready. And the cloud AI unlock data structure and algorithm like never before. It just make everything so accurate and global standard. So the core logic and workflow, when you ask Refract something, it first classify your intent. You asking for visualization, practice problem, or conceptual explanation. Each request route to special agent. The visualizers break algorithm into animated step. The generators create a valid problem, and the mentor explain concept using Feynman technique. I mean, it respond are rendered as animation coordinators or structured node depending on context. Let's get hands-on with a live demo. So as you can see here, we are at the home view. We navigate here, we have history. Obviously this is new thread. The dive feature, we're going to start with this one. Let's say we want to learn about this problem. It's called remove duplicate from source array. Let's try that. So as we can see here, we have a nice cheat sheet, step by step. We have brute force approach, we have optimal approach, we have complexity analysis of as the basic stuff here. So overall, this stuff was using the same one as the Google interview would ask in real world. You know, when they're giving us the problem, maybe it's this one, and they will. It's going to be something like this kind of process. So everything was based from the real world Google interview, which was the one that most big tech company using some kind of similar style, just like Google interview, Google coding interview. So let's move on with the big O features. This one, let's try this problem. Remove element, and let's try it. As you can see, we can see the right sidebar with a code block here. It say Python. The Python is going to be the default languages for most data structure and algorithm that user given into the big O features by default. But still, user can specify in the previous page, in a prompt page, and specify whether it's a script, it's a TypeScript, or whatever it is. We have time complexity, click play, and it runs line by line, showing time complexity, how it gets calculated with a beautiful explanation right here. We have space complexity, so the features may be not worked at the most perfect. So the feature may be not the perfect at the moment because it's in the development as a prototype, but I'm going to make this pretty reliable. As you can see here, the time complexity is kinda broken as it skipped the line, but the space complexity is kinda broken, but time complexity is kinda work. So let's move on to another features. Visualization. Let's give a problem search, insert, position. So as we can see, we have the visualization step by step. User can just click it, reset it. On the right sidebar, we have the input data, which user can modify it. We have the code. The code was purely generated by the previous view where user input the prompt. This is the code that being generated purely by AI. As I'm giving as you can see, as I'm the topic is able to give me a Python code by default, but still it could be any code block as user wish to, whether it's with Rust or TypeScript. As I mentioned, the expect output, the execution trace, and by the way, we have the AI right sidebar over here, so user can feel free to ask anything about this visualization. The current one that user see on at the moment was actually using as a context and being included in this AI. So AI acknowledge this, and when user asks it, it will amazingly just understand what is going on here and try to make user understand as best as it could. And the mock interview, this is the future work that I want to give user the experience of how it's going to be like in the real world. For those who want a real world interview experience, real world coding interview experience, they're going to able to feel this is the future work development, so it's currently not available right now as the present. The prototype I'm working was these three features was already there. So the rest was the setting, nothing much here, the bookmarks, you can bookmark any problem as they wish to. Let's get back on the presentation slide, wouldn't we? So the tech stack on the front end, we're using Swift 6.2 with Swift UI and Apple Liquid Glass for the UI. Swift Data with CloudKit for persistent. For the AI usage, as I mentioned earlier, we get Qwen 3 with Syllabus and Grok Cloud. Pro user get Gemini 3 Flash, and the ultimate user get Gemini 3.1 Pro. The back end use Google ADK with Docker for agent orchestration at the moment. We're using sign-in with Apple for the only and main authentication method. One of the most private and secure all method available. And we use StoreKit 2 for payments. So let's talk about limitation over here. To be honest, about what Reflect can do, yet it requires macOS 26 on Apple Silicon because the Apple Liquid Glass design system restriction there. So no Windows, no Linux, no other Macs. All AI features require an interconnection, very long code block hit context window limits, which we address by suggesting chunking. And like any LLM system, AI explanation can occasionally have subtle errors, so users should verify critical detail. In the future work, for the short term, we adding just built-in data structure and algorithm into each features and improving multi-device syncs. In midterm, we want to bring Reflect to other operating system like Windows or maybe Linux, add collaborative study rooms and introduce a mock interview features that simulate the real world interview so user can practice as many times as they wish. For long terms, we support larger local model like Gamma 4. I mean Gemma 4, which currently existing right now, but the Gemma 5 will come and it's gonna be a great local AI model to use here in our application and potentially launch an iOS companion app throughout. All of this we stay true to our core promise, which was privacy first and AI native. It's just not AI, also it's agentic AI. CIRL reference. This project draw from Apple SwiftUI and Liquid Glass documentation, Google Gemini and ADK framework, syllabus for inference, the visual algorithm visualizer, and privacy regulation like GDPR, CCPA, and COPPA. If you as excited about Reflect as I am, scan the QR code or visit this link right here to join the waitlist. You will get an email notification directly from me when the application launch on Mac App Store. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.